Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. My name is Bahamut. This evening, I almost introduced Crowan as if I was in CCL, but no, we are here. We're on my channel. We're casting. So, welcome in, everybody. We are going to be seeing Division C East. This is going to be Heavy Slaps versus Bunker Fun Time. Dax, thank you, by the way, for the 9 months as we get into this. Thank you for the Tier 1, my friend. But I'm sure a lot of you are sitting at home wondering how we got to Battlefield of Eternity for game number 1. The home team this evening is going to be the members of Heavy Slaps. They won the coin flip, opting for map pick priority. They went ahead and banned out Dragonshire and Infernal Shrines. Hanamura and Braxis Holdout were banned out by the members of Bunker Funtime, who apparently don't like fun maps, as Battlefield of Eternity will be our first map chosen by the members of Heavy Slaps. Let's get back into our draft and see what we have here thus far, as I actually need to do a little bit of camera maintenance. There we go. I just want to shift that over. Excuse me, but either way, Hairless Crowan, yes, that's exactly what I am, Zulwills, exactly. Good to see all of you in chat, though. Thanks for coming by. So, we are not going to be able to see the Gazlord this evening. They are going to be banned out right there. Mei is going to be banned out, as well as the Li Ming. It looks like the members of Heavy Slaps are leaning more into banning out race potential. The other thing to consider here are main tanks that are really good in your face. Garrosh is great here, and you also have things like ETC and Muradin, which Muradin's seen a little bit more priority as of late, like very minimally, but I think he's actually got a great place, especially on Battlefield of Eternity, where you can go into that Sledgehammer build, where you can basically deal 350 extra damage to anything that isn't a hero with your Stormbolt. So rocketing over 1,000 damage out of that into the late game is really exciting. But right now, it seems like it's a lot of priority onto the race when it does come to our Immortal phase. Beleth and Ilarion are going to be spawning at 1 minute and, excuse me, they're going to be spawning at 3 minutes into the game. I'm completely thinking of different map mechanics, but either way, they'll mostly be just going straight for race right now, at least on the side of Heavy Slaps. Bunker Funtime does have that Rainer, which is a great pickup for the Exterminator at level 1 to be able to have better race. Joanna provides blinds into the Tychus and the Artanis to slow them down in their race, so expect to see the Joanna step into the enemy team during the race potential moments to just blind them and slow them down with the Shield Glare, as well as the Condemn. Decker Kane will be grabbed as well. Just an overall strong healer. He had the Ruby nerfed like ages ago, like way long ago, but it still is the hot priority. Sorry, I thought for a hot second like I have been muted this entire time, but no, that is not the case. Our volume is just okay. Grab the Sylve. Oh, Sylve's not bad on this map. No, guys, don't worry about her. I'm sure they won't ban Cho. They'll just ban Gall. Look, Softbird, why do you have to hurt me like this? Why do you have to do this to me? No ban on Cho or Gall, so there's a possibility for that popping through. Lunara will be banned out by the members of Heavy Slaps, and Bunker Funtime are going to get rid of the Stukov. A lot of that makes sense. There's actually going to be the Muradin coming through, which I'm really ecstatic for. And we're going to be seeing a Rhaegar as well. This is going to be a Bloodlust composition I'm expecting. I don't think we go Ancestor Healing. I just think that the Bloodlust, I mean, why not? Like, you are very auto-attack into their face, so we should be seeing the Bloodlust in that right now. On the opposing side, they could actually, like, if their wave clear would be a little on the weaker side, but it's a 2-lane map. They could, like, Cassie if they want to double down on the blinds, then look for something like a Leorc into the Artanis. But they're actually going to go Sonya, which I don't disagree with, and they're going to go for the Jaina. The Jaina makes a lot more sense. I was just like, well, if they're going to go Bloodlust, why not just blind the hell out of them? But they're going to go ahead and look for this Jaina for the counter burst, I guess you could say. Water Elemental could be the pickup, but Ring of Frost might be the jam if everyone's going to maybe step into this team, and you could maybe Bless Shield into Ring of Frost, layer that combo fairly well from Bunker Funtime. Last pick, though, out from the side of Heavy Slaps. What are they going to pick up that Slaps? They do technically need a Mage for a little bit of wave clear on their end, but they could also look for more auto attacks, and this is actually a nice hybrid in between the two. I really like the Falstad pickup. I think that's a smart pick for them to be able to have the auto attack value from the Rhaegar Bloodlust. It gives you wave clear as well. You can go to the Boomerang at level 7 and go into just getting a lot of faster wave clear. Technically, if your wave clear isn't too lacking, which it's not, you don't need it. If you go full W build, like I'm saying full W build, like 1, 4, and 7, you're taking W, there's a lot of value that can come out. Like the sustained damage you can actually get from that lightning rod is just terrifying. I've taken this quite a bit, but as I said, you're going to hinder your ability to wave clear. We could see like a secret weapon Falstad. I don't expect it, but it's a possibility. That used to kind of be the jam on this map, and then you know, just going into the full auto attack build Falstad, and you go into the secret weapon for the extra auto attack damage while the hammering is flying. But I just feel like I don't know, Boomerang is just still so strong to go with. We'll have to see what happens. Chromie isn't awful either. Yeah, that's a good point. Chromie would have been a good choice for a lot of them. This is a so-so Jaina map. I can agree with that. Lusting makes me feel good. Oh, hey, Day. Oh, hey, Day. Triple Chromie attacking the Immortals. That is, yeah. Well, let's see what happens here, everybody. Let's go ahead and get on into game number 1 of our first of 2 best of 3s of the evening. On the left-hand side, we have the members of Heavy Slap. Crazy Beats will be on the Rhaegar. Imbuement will be on the Tychus. Frostbite is going to be on that Muradin. We have Lupus on the Falstad. And we have Matchu on the Artana, excuse me. On the right-hand side, we have the members of Bunker Funtime. We have Alumnibri, I think, on the Sonya. We'll be seeing Bones on that Jaina. Zednam is going to be on the Joanna. Fig is going to be on that Deckard. And Batista, I think. Batista, I think it is. It's going to be on the Raynor. Sorry about that, everybody. We are going to be seeing Deckard King going into the Scroll of Identify, right? I always... Okay, go. Okay. Anyways, we will be seeing that at level 1 for them to be able to just pick up those questing talents and also, excuse me, pick up those stacks, and then they'll be able to have the armor reduction into the enemy members. Tychus is going press the advantage at level 1, which is what we've been seeing consistently from Tychus players as of the rework of last week, or not so much rework, but retooling, maybe readjusting. We have Lupus going into those auto attacks for at level 1 into the Seasoned Marksman, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one as the game progresses. And Jaina going to be going into the Fingers of Frost at level 1, and Raynor going into the Veteran Marksman at level 1. So not going to be going for the race pickup, looking for the increased damage off of that pro. Oh, well, hold on. That's a massive condemn coming in. There's a lot of burst damage coming out from Bones. Crazy Beat's going to be the target as they're looking to step in, as Frosty Bite has to Dwarf Toss away. Bones going to pick up a potion, and they're absolutely fine. Well, this is a couple members of the blue team getting a little bit low here. Heavy Slap, okay. Zednam is going to use the Shield Glare through the wall to see if Heavy Slap's on that camp. Bunker Funtime, realizing they're not there, is just going to continue to soak out the lane. Frostbite gets a little damage onto them. Falstad is going to be able to side fly. I guess you could say the Scroll of Sealing, as Deckard Cain only has 1 stack onto that one. And Tychus is going to be kind of stepping up just to zone them back a little bit while the waves are going to be cleared out. Matchu and Bree in top lane seem to be... I'd say it's fairly matched, but this is kind of leaning a little more Sonya to me than anything else. They're going to be able to get this spear to the face, which will go ahead and trigger the passive from Matt right there. I was like, do you get the swap? No, they're just going to continue walking away from that. Meanwhile, down in our bottom lane, Lupus is still continuing to build out those stacks, as they do have 4 out of the 40. No. Yeah, 40 for the Seasoned Marksman at level 1. Muradin baseline is going to be at the 3 out of the 25 for that Stormbolt quest. We are seeing Dwarf block, though, so this is going to be Muradin who wants to try and dive into the backline, so maybe with the block at level 1, maybe we're going to be seeing Haymaker at 10 for the displacement of the Deckard Cain or the Raynor. I think that's kind of the direction that they might be leaning with those pickups right there. We'll have to see. This is also going to be Thunder Burn for that Muradin at level 4. Which this we actually often see paired in with the healing static. That way you get the extra, because you get the second clap, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So you can just get... You get double healing out from it. It's a very synergistic talent. Artanis, though, going to be looking for the invade onto this, but they're not going to step in. The rest of the team is coming through the wave, and I don't think I have the vision set up, but Falstad flies all the way up here. That's going to be Medallion used on Bree as the Stormbolt connects onto them. That's a great knockback from Raynor to force them away, and that will still be camp going over to the side of Heavy Slap, who are able to force Bree off of this camp for now. Jaina could flex into Root at level 16, good synergy. That's a good point, Zorros. It tilted. Marksman on BOE, I guess, kind of gets value. Yeah, like, I could see the argument for it, Softbird, absolutely. I don't think it's a bad talent by any means. Falstad did go into the barrel roll range at level 4 right there, as Bones is going to get hit with a huge Stormbolt to their back as they're going to back off, or at least attempt to. First blood going over to the side of Heavy Slap. I'm curious as to why Lupus went into the increased barrel roll range. They also do give you some shielding, so I guess it will be to be able to get away from the Sonya and the Jaina. I guess, yeah, you know what? I see it. I see the value for it. It makes sense. We do have them actually just going ahead and diving on top of Zednim. They're going to get hit with that boomerang. Not going to go down, but still taking more than half of their health out right there from this blue team, as Heavy Slap is going to go ahead and zone on this Immortal to try and force the enemy team off and at least force them back, while Tannis is getting as much burn as possible. But here's the thing, this is just our Tannis, as this is going to be the fight breaking out once again with a huge Condemn coming out from Zednum. There's a lot of potions into the backline that they can spin to win with Brionne, and they're looking to go for Lupus. Huge Condemn to pull them in once again. Fig is going to throw portions forward as there's a lot of damage into this Sonya, who's going to try and spin backwards out of this. They did go into the Hurricane at level 4, so that will help them out a little bit with some of those roots and slows, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, roots and slows. Which I look at this, and I guess slows. There are slows. Okay. I was about to be like, there aren't a ton of roots to deal with, but I guess the slow value is going to be there. Either way, this will be Belith coming into bottom lane in favor for the members of Bunker Funtime, first Immortal of the game, as I would expect this to be the front gate going down. It really just depends on how aggressive they step into this. They're being forced back a little bit. They've got great siege damage between the Raynor and the Jaina, and that's going to be the front gate going down. Butte's taking a lot of damage from that Raynor as Joanna's just stepping into this, anchoring and tanking shots from the fort. This will be the Immortal getting low as Tychus is going to do their best to burn through that, and it seems like they'll be able to save their fort, but it's going to lose the majority of its health. I'd say at least 2/3 of the health going down right there in favor for the members of Bunker Funtime. Is this GM Lupus? I'm a mobile, I think it is Lupus. I thought it was. A little bug, a little snack? That Lupus? Yeah. Oh, you're saying the GM has no 64 at the end of it. I see. Sorry. I was piecing together the conversation in chat. Dive out from Frostbite will connect with the Storm Bolt onto Bones, but they'll be able to walk away with a couple hundred health, getting a bunch of healing out from Fig. Right now, though, Zed is looking to invade onto this camp while the solo laners are still brawling out in top lane. I'm going to go ahead and cycle through those other numbers. Look at the flank from Zednum as they're going to be coming in. Huge Condemn to pull them in. There's a Dwarf Toss from Frostbite to get kind of in a better position. This is Joanna just anchoring a whole lot of damage, zoning from the Jaina with that Blizzard as well, as there's just so much healing on the ground. They also need to keep in mind, though, that this camp can be picked up, and they're not going to be able to get a toe onto it quick enough. Decker Kane does finish out their level 1 questing talents. They do have the armor reduction out from that. The camp does go over to our blue team. Heavy Slap will be able to have some pressure in the bottom, but they're going to have to hearth back. No, you know what? They're going to tap well, it looks like, and they're going to be absolutely fine. I was thinking that they would need to hearth back and get full on mana and health, but looks like they're going to be able to be fine. They'll be able to just grab this camp and add some pressure into bottom lane. Joanna going to be doing their best to clear things out in the bottom, and this will be the rest of Bunker Funtime grabbing this camp on the right. Actually, excuse me, Sonya also will be in this top lane finishing at a camp, so adding in their own off-lane pressure, as this is going to be Belith and Ilarion in position for race. We already have the members of Heavy Slap just working their way through this Immortal. They have Batista and a couple others working on this right-hand side, but this will be the halfway phase in favor for the members of Heavy Slap. Bunker Funtime need to make something happen here, and they do have their 10 talent tiers. No leap from the Sonya. We're not going to be seeing any sort of backline dive from that one. Jaina is holding their level 1. It could be Water Elemental, but I'm kind of leaning into Ring of Frost, honestly, with the Stay While and Listen and the Blessed Shield setup. There's just so much setup for that big burst, and just to be able to layer that on top of the other damage that you're already having in there. So we'll see what happens with that pickup, if it's a snap onto the Blizzard, or if, onto the Ring of Frost, or if it's going to be the Water Elemental. For the left-hand side, there's going to be the Haymakers we talked about beforehand. There's going to be a gust coming out from the Falstead. Lupus trying to do their best to just dump out damage. The Ring of Frost connects underneath. The Blessed Shield and the Stay a While and Listen will be layered fairly well together. Draken Laser Drill is going to be dealing some damage. Jaina gets the Ice Lance just in time as the Murden tries to Dwarf Toss away. Ilarion will be picked up for the members of Heavy Slap, but they lost 2, getting only the Sonya themselves, and they're going to lose this front gate in top lane. But Ilarion moving into top should kind of create some off pressure. Are they able to get anything beyond just a damage on the front gate here? Because the counter burn isn't awful on the side of Bunker Funtime. And I guess defensive siege or defensive damage isn't. Yeah, it's not lacking, so they will lose their front gate, but I don't think they're going to lose much more than really that, as the Immortal's going to drop down to half health. Look at Falstead, though. I was about to say they have Gust, but they used it not too long ago, so it's going to be on that 10-second one. I noted it. Haymaker, Stormbolt won't connect, as Muradin tried to Dwarf Toss in right there. It is that Bloodlust also for the Rhaegar. Interested as to why they went into Draken Laser Drill over Commandeer Odin. I guess, I mean, the 20 talent tier upgrade's not bad by any means. I actually almost lost a Stormleague game because of that, I think. Yeah, no, there was a Stormleague game I almost lost because Draken Laser Drill was burning through the Triglav Protector so quickly. Lupus, are you in the bush? I don't know if they are. I can't see if there's like a little dot over their head either way. Anyways, let's go ahead and get that really quickly, as I just want to hold onto this red vision. I was thinking that they might try and go for a camp, or there might be a wraparound because the Impalers were just about to come off cooldown, but no. Not the case. That's a medallion on Lupus. They're trying to get away. They do get locked into place from the scrollless ceiling, which also had that identify on it, which was reducing the Artem. Zednam is going to go ahead and be able to walk through a couple potions. Ring of Frost does get dropped. No connection. Artanis is pushing back this Sonya in top lane I was watching. Seems like Sonya with, is it Life Funnel at level 7? Sorry, I'm completely trying to miss it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Especially with Life Funnel at level 7, the 1v1 from the Sonya is fairly strong. They did go into Warpaint as well, which is going to allow them to get healing from their auto attacks. "20 seconds on the Immortal coming up. Ooh, wait. Invade? Sonya does see this, yeah. Sonya knows that there's going to be an invade coming onto this, but meanwhile in bottom lane there's going to be a fight breaking out down there. Haymaker does shove Zednam back. There's going to be Falstad barrel rolling backwards as well, and Buman's going to be trying to dash forward. They grab the camp. Meanwhile in top lane, looks like Sonya's not going to be interrupted by the Artanis, or they're going to be interrupted too late. Sonya misses the Ancient Spear, and this will be the Immortal phase kicking off in mid position of the map, and I am waiting for the fight because it is about to be 13 talent here. They need to play this ever so slightly slower on the side of Heavy Slap, and they're going to Dwarf Toss backwards. There's going to be the blind from the Artanis. Bloodlust comes out. The Blessed Shield is going to slow that down as there's a Stay Well and Listen as well. Huge Condemn to pull them back in, and that is just double kill, maybe triple kill for the members of our red team. Raynor popping off, going to find the triple for the friendly team as they can easily go clear out the camps that are pushing into bottom, maybe even push further into top lane, but definitely they're going to be grabbing the first half of this Immortal phase. Death timers are fairly low. We got about 13 to 14 seconds on some of these players that are about to come back for Heavy Slap. So the halfway point, I think definitely the members of Heavy Slap can try and contest this, but they're going to be giving over they're giving over top lane for that. It's defensive. It's defensive positioning. They're gonna go for they're just gonna go for the camp clear in top lane. Okay. This will be almost fully Shield Immortal moving into top lane, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's got more health. So Bellis should be spawning into top, and we'll see if Heavy Slap is able to make the defense, or if Bunker Funtime is going to be able to take the fort, and maybe then some. Blind Raynor triple kill? That was actually, yeah, like, I think they played that so very well, because the blind came out, and then, I didn't even realize the Sonya down here was just doing Sonya things. I think they have Wrath of Berserker up as well. No, they don't. Their swords aren't glowing. Either way, my whole point. The blind came out, I think, a little too early, and then the Bloodlust was such a big, significant visual that they were able to rip that Blessed Shield. They were able to get the Stay While after. It was just so very well played coming out from Bunker Funtime. Like, I have nothing but compliments for the way they played that. There's gonna be the blind from the Artanis. Blessed Shield does come out from the Joanna as well. Think there was a cleanse used by the Rhaegar onto Matchu, as this Immortal's just about to lose its shielding. That's a Ring of Frost collapsing or connecting onto Frostbite, who does go down. Matchu is gonna try and walk out of here, but the Stay a While and Listen will catch their toe. Medallion used, or no, excuse me, that's cleanse used from Crazy Boots onto them, but this is now Bunker Funtime looking to push them through top lane. With 16 talent tier advantage, they could be going for core. The Immortal still fairly healthy, as they're gonna get this keep 13 minutes into game number 1, and you can kind of see their posturing. Okay, I was gonna say their posturing's looking like they're gonna end in, for a second it wasn't, but now, no, they're gonna be going for it, as the core is exposed to the members of Bunker fun time, and that's going to be a Draken Laser Drill shredding through Zednum's health as they need to back out of there. They're going to not die to that. The core is getting very low. Wrath of Berserker pop by the Sonya. There's going to be a argle-bargle, if you will, from the Rhaegar. Raynor going to be over on the core on this left-hand side of the screen, and it should be Raynor who takes the game, and they'll clean shop up, and they'll take it for Bunker fun time. GG, well played. So many medallions. I think there's a lot of cleanses in that last one. A lot of cleanses. Ooh, good game one for sure. Very quick though. Very quick from our bunker fun time. Funny enough, they didn't go Blaze or Bunker. Yo, Kalis, what's up, bud? Good to see you, my friend. Did you get to catch the rest of the Resident Evil stream last night, or the VOD, or whatever? I was just about to do something. Oh, I want to do this. Don't forget, Baja Ross is on this Sunday. Starting at about 2 o'clock PDT. So for like Kalis, that's like 11 p.m. your time. Oh my god. I didn't drink enough caffeine today, and I'm struggling a little bit, and I thought about drinking Red Bull, and then I was like, that's a bad idea, don't do that. Alrighty. Back over to Bandit Night, and we'll wait for our next lobby. We'll figure out what's going to go on for our next game. Free, thank you for the follow. I think it's Alumni Brie. Think. You watched the rest of VOD this afternoon? Good, 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 good. It was fun. I had so much fun playing Resident Evil 7. Like, as terrified as I was for the majority of that time, like, I had fun. I think I'm, like, just about halfway. Day was thinking that I'm maybe closer to, like a third of the way, maybe, like, nearing 2/3. I think that's right. Like, I looked up, I just looked up, like, a general, like, walkthrough in a sense of just, like, what's left, kinda, just to look at, like, the summary. And it seems like we're about half-ish way. I think we're a little shy of halfway, but we got some fun stuff left to do. So I'm excited. We'll either do that next week or we'll do it the following week. But also to note, on the 30th, Day and I are going to be doing Little Hope, which is the new co-op game coming out from Supermassive Games, the Dark Anthology Pictures. That one's supposed to be based off of, like, the Salem Witch Trials, and that takes place in, like, modern day mixed with probably, like, 1600 stuff. So it's exciting. It's exciting. I'm always excited for the Supermassive games. They do a really, really good job with the Dark Anthology stuff. We are currently, just for anyone wondering, we are currently waiting on a lobby for game number 2. But yeah, a good game number 1 for sure. I wonder what we're going to be seeing Heavy Slap do, if they're going to opt for first pick or map pick priority. Lupus, how you doing, bud? Everyone was immediately asking if you were the Lupus in this game. Everyone was just like, oh, is Lupus 64 the Lupus that we know? Is it our bug snack boy? I think I just lost a viewer by saying that. Let's discuss my feet? No, we don't need to do that. If you want to see my feet, just go look at the Hero CCL. Social media team doesn't want any more feet from me. Seems like half the Creepy family's dead already, so if that's in it, yeah. I've played it before, or no, I've not played it before. Excuse me. I've watched speedruns of it, so like I have an idea of like where things should be and what should kind of happen, but not on the detailed side as I'm experiencing. Like there's a lot of little stuff that I'm going through that like I don't see in speedruns because you don't need to do them technically. So it's just exciting. It's exciting. $10 plug, 110 feet link. Well, I don't have link for these things. I'm not gonna just give you the link to this. I'm gonna make you work for it. You can't just show up and ask for these things. You gotta go dig through the internet. It's not you? Okay, my Falstead is 2 Monka. I honestly thought it was you, and I was like, oh my god. I didn't know that Lupus played Falstead. Okay, I want to see this. Hey, Trainwreck. Hey. How you doing, bud? Oh, okay, they're just figuring out stuff. Caster R. Spooky. Okay, I'll link it. Yeah, Meebus probably has it bookmarked. I feel like there might be a couple people who have that bookmarked. Sorry. We are in seasonal change, and the air is getting drier. Checking the dark web? It's not on the dark web. It's on Twitter. It's never Lupus? Oh. I see. I see. Doing good. Spent 20 on a scratch lottery ticket and won $34. Sounds like you need to buy more lottery tickets then. Or just go buy a bunch of beers. 50-50 on it, honestly. Or you could buy a pizza and beers. That sounds like a win for me, actually. It's Tahoe. Snow's coming in a month. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Last year we opened late. I actually forgot. I forgot that we opened late last year because we didn't have any snow. And it was a shit year, honestly. We didn't get, we got, like, no snow, and then we got a bunch of snow in December, and then it didn't snow for the entire month of February. We had, like, a couple in January, and then literally as COVID hit mid-March, and the mountains officially shut down, we had our biggest dump the entire year. Haha, biggest dump. It was literally, we had like 4 feet in like 2 days. Like, I didn't see the sun for an entire weekend. I see that Ninja redeemed the cookie. We'll do it after this draft. Just remind me because we're going to lose Bandit Cam and I want you to be able to see him eat the cookie. So please remind me at near the end of draft. Either way, let's get into our draft because we do have that in front of your faces. I pushed the wrong button, but anyways, welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have Heavy Slaps, and on the right is going to be Bunker Fun Time in our first Best of 3 series of the evening. Excuse me, sorry. It looks like we're going to have first pick going over to our right-hand side, which means this is going to be map pick priority coming out from the side of Heavy Slap, as I'm totally not buying time till we get to our map screen. Not at all. I would never do such a crazy thing, but it is going to be the members of Heavy Slap winning the coin flip initially. They're going to go ahead and opt for map pick priority for game number 1. They banned out Dragonshire and Infernal Shrines. Hanamura and Braxis Holdup were banned by the members of Bunker Fun Time. They chose to take us to Battlefield of Eternity for game number 1, and they lost that. As the losing team, they can either choose first pick or map pick priority, and they are going to choose map pick for game number 2, choosing to take us to Volskaya Foundry. Sorry, my brain is semi-still on CCL stuff, and I keep wanting to, like, throw it to my co-caster or, like, pull cards. My brain, I'm still kind of there. I remember being up there in 94, 95. I think it was the biggest snowfall year ever. The year I moved up here was the biggest snowfall year. The 2016-17 season was the biggest snowfall. And the reason we know that is because of the fact that we actually have markings on some of the trees, and there's nothing that's ever surpassed that year. Like, it's like, everyone's like, that was the year. Anyways, Decker Kane on the left-hand side will be banned out. We have a May and a Gazlo on the right, so no Gazlo in this series, potentially. It could be a 2-0 or it could be a 2-1, so we could have one more map where Gazlo is an option, but it is going to be a Malthiel banned out on the left-hand side. Cho'Gall incoming, please. This actually could be a Diva first pick, though. They're actually going to opt for the Joan instead. Okay, all right. The Malfield doesn't mean it will be the Cho'Gall, but it gives me hope as a person in life. I mean, this is looking very Cho'Gall, I'm not gonna lie. Brightwing is actually, was it Mene? No, someone was talking about it during CCL. Oh god, it wasn't Mene. We had an interview with one of the healers, with one of the supports. Was it Darkmok? Might have been Darkmok, actually. And I was asking them about the Brightwing. Whoever we had, I was asking about, and they said literally they took the Brightwing because they wanted Hyper Shift at level 1 to be able to get the percent-based healing onto the Cho'Gall. In the past, a lot of people say you have to Ariel plus Cho'Gall to win the game. You don't have to do that. You can Rhaegar Cho'Gall, you can Ana Cho'Gall, which is great too, because Nano Boost value goes into the Gall. I can talk about how much I love Cho'Gall all day, but this is a Greymane ban, potentially. It actually technically would be a strong ban into the enemy team because you do get rid of the kill combo of Li Ming Greymane. You do get rid of the Cursed Bullet as well, but they're going to ban out Samuro. Samuro did have changes in the past week, and I honestly don't know where that puts them. I haven't talked to my reporter in the field. I haven't talked to my Samuro main to find out if it was a nerf or if it was just a bunch of adjustments to their overall kit. This needs to be a Cho'Gall, please. Just give it, like, give me one thing today. It's not gonna be a Cho'Gall. I have. It was Valimar. Thank you. Alexstrasza is a great one as well because of the Lifebinder. Lifebinder's a great one. And I believe that was actually buffed in the most recent patch, or maybe the 20 was buffed. I can't remember. Nope. All right. Well, I'm dead inside. Dahaka's gonna be picked up with an Imperious heavy slap. Why are you slapping me? Last 2 picks on the right-hand side. I still, honestly, you can still go Greymane here. I think Greymane's a great pickup with the Joanna, Anduin, and Li Ming. And then you just need something in the solo lane to go up against a Dahaka or an Imperious. It's not a Lyric, it's not a Malthael, so you can still Yrel here. That's a lot of really good control, displacement. Blaze isn't a bad idea either here. It's a lot of great AoE value, but I still hard on... Dear Bunker Funtime, you've made up for the other team's mistake and transgressions. Thank you. I'll take it. I'm happy. I'm happy about that. I'll take that. All right, last pick though. They need something to do with a lot of this. Kael'thas, Brightwing, Dahaka. Oof, they need more damage. They need something. Okay, I like this. It gives them still more frontline. Gives them good heroic options, gives them good kill potential as well. It's gonna boil down to the Murky. It's really gonna boil down to this Murky here. God, thank you so much, Bunker Funtime. Okay. I was looking at stream. Murky, I know, Neo. I'm happy about it. I'm happy. All right, we have the series has been made up. I also just realized there's a baguette on the other Bandit's camera for day. Perfect. Just gonna remind you of stream schedule stuff. Tomorrow night, no stream planned. Saturday is going to be CCL Draft Day. It's Draft Day! Starting at 1 o'clock PDT, 4 o'clock EDT, and 10 p.m. CEST. On Sunday, I will be doing Baja Ross, and that starts basically 1 hour later than CCL does, so that'll be at 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 11 o'clock on Sunday. And that'll be Baja Ross, and then it really depends on where we are mentally, I guess you could say, because we'll have some painting juice, but we might continue Resident Evil later that day. I'm not sure. No promises. I might honestly just finish painting and then just want to go and eat an entire pizza. We'll have to find out, but what we're gonna find out is who is going to win this match here, because on the left-hand side, we got the members of Heavy Slaps. We have got Crazy Boots on the Brightwing, Frosty will be on the Imperious, Imbuement will be on the Kael'thas, Lupus on that Thrall, and Matt Chu on the... on the Dahaka. On the right-hand side, we have the members of Bunker Funtime. We are going to be seeing Bones on the Li Ming, Batista on the, I'm saying that wrong, I know it. On the Rainer, Zednam is going to be on the Joanna, Fig is going to be on that Anduin, and the Murky will be played by Alumni Bree. I think it's Alumni Bree. I'm going to go with that. Either way, I'll probably say Bree for the majority of the game. We are a Crash Lightning Thrall. Ladies and gentlemen, I did change the tier in which Crash Lightning's at. I think it's a tier 2 now, so if you feel like spamming some Crash Lightning, go ahead and do so. But we do have 1 out of the 30 stacks, and if you're new to the channel, we always like to keep track of the stacks in channel, so please, by all means, keep track of those stacks, as this will be our core 4 rotating between top and bottom, maybe? Because the Dahaka's currently in the top lane. Thrall's gonna rotate to bottom. They find the Murky kill, but the thing that I'm sounding so quizzitively about is the fact that this is a Crash Lightning Thrall who is currently not with the 4-member rotate. Like, what's gonna deal with the... Is it... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of this. Sorry, that's my whole shtick and spiel on that talent right there. I'm not gonna stick too much on. The point is that's actually gonna be Murky going down twice. And while yes, it is Murky, they Murgle, they die, they Murgle again, as it is a global spawn. Apparently, I'm now hearing it in my headphones. Getting a couple kills does give you some value because you're removing the Murky from lane, and there's a potential for them to miss on a little bit of experience. Now, here they're respawning right into lane, so I don't expect them to be missing out on any of experience realistically. I do want to say that the members of Heavy Slap with a stronger rotation onto that camp a little bit faster, this fortification camp still up and available. The reason I harp on the quickness of that camp is it is I believe a 2-minute 30-second cooldown on when that camp goes down. So the earlier you get it out, the earlier you have it back during the objective phase, because usually there's a bit of a lull in the fight where one team kind of wins out, and then both teams almost split, and they just do their fortification camp. Celestial Charge is going to be connecting onto 1 as the burst is there, and Li Ming will go down. The Murky composition is, I'm not saying hemorrhaging, but they're losing player after player. I mean, I guess they lost Murky 3 times. They lose 1 Li Ming as the phase shift comes in from Crazy Buttes. Lupus stepping into Batista, who's going to be able to get the penetrating round into the face. Objective phase will be up and available in the next 40 seconds. Until then, it's going to be continued. Just soaking and trying to pull in this experience, as I want to actually speak about the experience really quickly. And this is, see, here's the thing, like, Murky has died 3 to 4 times already. I think they've died 4 times. So that amounts to 1 hero death. And it's starting to show. We actually do have a level lead starting to form. Li Ming did go down, but these consistent Murky kills early game are still going to yield some form of experience to the enemy team, and they need to be cautious of this as the game does progress, because they don't want to give them a lead even though they are going to be sacrificing their Murky, because Murky things. Oh god, sorry, I glanced over at chat for a hot second. Murky's gonna go down once again. Crash Lightning at 4 out of the 30 stacks right there. 6 out of the 20 for the Mana Addict on that Kael'thas. We will be seeing Behemoth Armor at level 4 for the Rainer on top of the Veteran Marksman. And Murky did go into the, oh, it's Something Life. Living the Dream, excuse me. So this can basically be spell power increase for staying alive as Murky, which... It's not the hardest thing. I mean, it's every 15 seconds. I don't know what the caster math is on that one. Li Ming gonna dump a combo out. That's gonna be a Shield Glare from Zednam. There's a phase shift coming in from Brightwing. I don't actually know specifically who it went onto. Celestial Charge connects onto 2. There's gonna be a Pufferfish on the ground as Bones is doing their best to throw out damage, but the looks like the fortification camp might have gotten in the way of some of that damage, as they need to either step on point or give this over, and seemingly they're gonna give this over. First objective over to the side of our blue team. It's going to be Kael'thas and the Dahaka. No, excuse me, the Imperius inside of that one. Blue team has taken control of our protector. Ooh! Oh god. Sorry, I wasn't expecting them to be this far back. I looked away for a second. I was like, oh, they'll do the rotation. I can glance at something, and they're not actually stepping into anything. And while it's not they're not losing out on any health, they're losing out on time. Like, time is a factor on these Triglav Protectors, and while, yeah, you don't want to lose the Triglav Protector to damage, you don't want to just have it wander around and get no value, which unfortunately is kind of coming across this way. They're gonna get a little bit of siege into this front tower that has literally 1 HP. Okay, it does go down right there. I was about to be like, wow, a literal 1 HP, but they're going to get front gate and mid lane. That's about it. The big thing that I want to harp on here is going to be that they did not get well in top lane. Top lane well is often, if not always, the priority when it comes to our first objective phase on this map. That means that you can get rid of the lane sustain during the next objective phase, allowing you to play more aggressive. We'll have to see if maybe they play it aggressive during the rotations until our next objective phase, which should be up and available somewhere in the 8-minute mark in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Sky Foundry, I always forget exactly the timer from when the Triglav goes down to when it respawns, but I believe we're nearing that 8-minute mark, maybe somewhere in the 7:30, 8-minute nearby. This is going to be still a solid level lead for our blue team as Murky and friends are doing their best to just do a little bit of double soaking. What are these stacks for Murky when it comes to bribe? They actually have, sorry, there we go. I was going to say, they almost have full stacks. Time to Krill as well at level 7. Basic attacks against heroes deal an additional 10 damage. Slow. Affecting stack up to 5 times. Okay. Go Lizard Wizard. I have not forgotten your cookie, by the way, Ninja. We'll do it after this game. I completely spaced on it in between the loading screen and everything else, as I thought I would. Throw on pace for level 38? Nice, nice. That's typically where you want to be able to grab it. Level 38, okay. Bree should go down to the Kael'thas damage, and they're going to lose their Living the Dream once again. I'm just looking through skimming through the talents and looking at the heroics as well, as we do have those picked up for our blue team. Let's cycle through those other numbers, as it is going to be a Pyroblast Kael'thas, but also an adaptation Dahaka. Usually we see the isolation setup, but not the case, as this is also going to be a Octograb Murky. Bree getting low here in this bottom lane to the Dark Swarm. There's the Octograb. Pufferfish value. It's gonna be another safety bubble. Playing that real late game? Okay, okay, alright. We'll see, maybe they pop off on the next objective phase. I see the argument though. Like, I'm not like, I don't want to shame the player for picking it up, but my whole point is that there haven't been enough moments where they're able to get that value. Maybe we'll see it as the game does progress on some of these later objective phases, especially around objective point B and C, as I think those typically tend to be a little more 5v5 based, and Matchu is doing a great job of just keeping this Murky at bay in this bottom lane. Have they actually bribed anything yet? No, they have full stacks of bribe, which they gotta find something nice. Iron Skin or Medallion. I think it was Iron Skin used by the Johanna, as Zednan was able to avoid the damage from that Celestial Charge as well as the setup. But here's the thing for the members of Bunker Funtime. They need to make a play right now. If they don't, this is gonna be them going into 13s, and this is looking a little hairy. Hyperion's going to be coming out. That's going to be a route from Thrall to slow them down. Celestial Charge turning into them, as Thrall's going to try and poke out with that lightning, chain lightning, as Kael'thas finds themselves in a very awkward spot. They're going to try and run past. Earthquake comes out. The Emerald Wind forces the Johanna into the wall. The Poly Bomb. Oh my god, Imbuement almost goes down to the combo from Bones. That Arcane Orb almost finds them, and I cannot believe it. Imbuement lives through all of that. I am shocked. The Emerald Wind from Brightwing was so good, and the Polymorph to follow up afterwards was just the chef kiss of just so well played from the healer. So very well played from Crazy Buttes. Now bottom lane, Murky, still doing Murky things. They're trying to find that 13 talent here on the right-hand side, and Heavy Slaps are looking fairly heavy-handed right now with their plays into the later half of this Volskaya Foundry game. Seems well trained in spawning. Okay. They're just doing the Murky thing in bottom lane. This is going to be Pyroblast onto Bones, but they are full health. They should live through that one, as they're going to be low, but not going down, as there's going to be the Triglav Protector going forward. They're looking for the damage maybe on some of those lower players, but this is going to be second Triglav Protector of the game going over to the side of Heavy Slap, as Matchu probably brush struck down here, found the kill onto the Murky with the Tongue Drag into the fort range. But this is Murky. They're already back, and they're already ready here to Murgle, as the top lane isn't a priority for the members of Heavy Slap. They're looking for bottom lane right now, as they want to open this up for Control Point C and get some sort of advantage during that next objective phase. I think they can get the front gate in the well. This is Imperius and Kael'thas. They have to be a little careful, and I think they're realizing that right now. Also, for anyone wondering why there's so much shielding onto the well itself, that was changed in the most recent patch. The well health and shielding was swapped. So we can actually look at this really quickly. You can see right here. It is gonna heal out. It's got 250 health, but it has got 2,300 health or shielding. Caster math was starting to kick in. I think we pulled it back. Okay. Objective, excuse me, not objective. Well, I guess you can consider this an objective as much as they fight over as the light bomb comes out. The earthquake will be there. Celestial charge won't connect. Bless you will be ripped by the Joan as they're looking for someone within this entire chaotic fight, as that also will be a Hyperion just merging through this entire, moving through, I guess, this entire fight. His adaptation will be used towards the end right there as Matchu is getting chunked, but they should be able to grab this and walk away scot-free. No kill into either side, but a lot of buttons pressed. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Bree is just doing Bree things. If anyone wants to know what the experience is looking like, Celestial Charge connects. There's going to be the safety bubble. Murky taking everyone on a bit of an adventure as they will go down in this bottom lane. Fort sitting at 1,517 health. Murky Egg respawning. They're back in it. Why isn't Raynor stacking 1 and 4 out of the Protector? I don't know. Or in, like, off the Protector, I don't know. Murky, this is that time to krill value right here coming in. Like, this is sustained damage from a Murky. I know, it's a very awkward statement. I heard it myself, chat. Pufferfish will clear the wave. What are we looking at when it actually comes to stacks? 32 stacks still on Breeze. Murky is there playing with literal fire right now. I know there's other things happening, but this is actually probably the more engrossing rotation, or I guess 1v1 as we are going to be having. But the way that they're playing this, I honestly expect this to be a big kahuna tuna kind of Murky. We'll have to see. I forgot to look at when the Triglav Protector went down, but I think we're probably like a minute and a half away from the announcement on that. I feel like it's been quite a bit of time. Maybe I was a little bit wrong on that one. It's actually more like 30 seconds away. But bottom lane still Bree's gonna go down to the Dahaka. Did they go into no, they didn't. Well, I guess you know what? They do have that for level 7. That's a Pyroblast onto this Raynor who should be fine. Just running into the corners. There's a Bless Shield coming out from the Joanna. Hyperion still coming out. They're actually gonna running underneath it and backing out as well. But Thrall's still poking at them. 20 out of the 30 stacks on that level 1 Crash Lightning. Kael'thas at 28 on that level 1 Mana Addict. I'm just trying to look at them really quickly and see they have 1,110 extra, or excuse me, total mana. So that's gonna be the shielding as there. That is a, whoo, Murky. Wow. I wonder what comms are like at that moment. It's just like I got stacks. Just gonna run in and go ahead and grab these. Safety bubble used immediately as Murky gets popped like a pimple, and this is Matchu on the point for the initial charge. I want to point this out, ladies and gentlemen. We are on control point C of Volskaya Foundry. We are 14 minutes in, and it is still all of the structures up. Albeit, we have some low structures, but all the structures are still up. Bree's gonna drop that back. They're also gonna have the tunneling claws from Matchu as a light bomb connects onto quite a few members. Umbra Bind. That's gonna be the, dear lord, I can't even think of the name for it. Emerald Wind coming out and just forcing them back as the Earthquake turns the tides in favor for the members of our blue team, and that is easily Heavy Slap taking that over, and this should be third Triglav Protector in their favor. I'm honestly, like, I'm at a loss of words during some of these fights. Like, it's so crazy how quickly Heavy Slap is turning these fights in this game number 2 in comparison to the fights that we saw in game number 1, and how kind of, I wouldn't say one-sided, but very, very dominant the members of Bunker Funtime were on that map. Seems like they kind of got their momentum building here for the members of Heavy Slap, and they're going to be able to bring that into game 2 and see if they can take it into a game number 3, as they're going to swap Lupus in, I think? Looks like it. How many deaths on Murky? Let me cycle through the numbers and get you all that information. Uh, 12 deaths on Murky? No, 16. I'm dumb. I did 3 times 4. Yeah, that's a lot of deaths on Murky, as that might be Dahaka going down, and nope, they have the Tunneling Claws, they have the Essence, and they are out of there. Meanwhile, Trickle Protector in bottom lane is able to get the fort down there. They're able to get the fort in mid lane, and I'm thinking we're seeing triple fort play here for the members of... Oh my god, there's no way that Dahaka turns this around. Okay. So this will be triple fort for the members of Heavy Slap, but they still find the Dahaka in top lane. Frostbite was looking for the flank engagement as the Trickle Protector finds the auto into that Murky, and they'll be able to get that kill. Crazy Beast actually was the one to steal that one away, as 20 talent tier has arrived for our blue team, and we'll be able to see Heavy Slap's talents in just a second here. While they still have 10 seconds on this Trickle Protector, they can look to maybe poke out a lane, but we are going to be seeing a Trickle Protector point a fourth one, coming out in, what, 18 minutes? Something like that in the game. Maybe not even. That's a huge condemn coming out, as well as the Blessed Shield. Light Bomb underneath this Kael'thas. Emerald Wind to force them back, but they have the Octo Grab, so it's going to be a Murky for a Kael'thas. I think you take that trade, because Murky's going to respawn right now. Celestial Charge almost happening, as Bones is just looking to dump out the damage with the Disintegrate, and that is a double kill for the members of Bunker Funtime, as... late game potential's big. Level 20 Murky is huge. Physically, well, I mean, we'll see. Is it Big Kahuna Tuna? No, it's make. Okay. Okay. Why not go Slime Time? That's my question. If we're going, you know, make an Inky and stuff like that, why not Slime Time at 1? I'm curious. I just want to know with a perspective. Chat, do you have any ideas as to why not? Because I feel like maybe it is a little difficult to stack out, but like I feel like you could definitely get it here. Anyways, they're gonna go ahead and answer back a couple of the forts that they lost. They're gonna be able to take down a few of their own. Bottom lane does need to be addressed. What are the Murky stacks at? 13. They have a total of 32 that they can get, and I believe they need 8 stacks per bribe. Yeah. Celestial Charge connects. Li Ming throws a combo out to Haka, looking for the engagement from the flank position, as they're going to be looking at Fig. I think they found the tongue drag onto them. That's a double kill in favor for the members of Heavy Slap, as I think they were able to grab... No, they dropped the Biotic Emitter on the side of the red team. I wasn't sure. Phase Shift coming out. I think Raynor got out of range of the Pyroblast, and so they're going to be able to just walk out this bottom lane, but they might lose their front gate. Slow, they're gonna pufferfish and get out of there. Excuse me, they're gonna safety bubble and get out of there. Hyperion to anti-siege. They're gonna drop the Earthquake from Thrall. This is Earth and Shields, but I don't think it procs unless it hits a hero, right? No, it's just Earth and Shield value, so it does give them that siege potential. They're gonna tap well. Rainer's gonna be fine, forces them away, keeping bottom lane going down. The members of our blue team are either looking to end this game to go to game 3, or they're just looking for a straight keep in bottom for consistent catapult pressure. That's gonna be Murky trying to find a flank. Bones is gonna have to short blink away, as Murky did finish out that level 1 questing talent again, level 4, but they're gonna lose it immediately as the keep goes down. Trickle Protector's up and available, but are they looking to end with this bruisery, very frontliney composition on the side of Heavy Slap? I forgot about the late game strat. Yes, yes. Murky just waiting for level 20. Kinda, yeah. I don't hate this. I'm just confused. I just don't understand it, that's all. So I can't really, I don't agree with it, but I don't disagree with it. That makes sense. Zoning Pyro? Exactly. They also went for the level 20 upgrade. I was double checking that because I thought it was one way, and I was completely wrong as to the cooldown mechanic of it. I think I was thinking of the old way that it used to work, but they changed that to give you a little bit more value in this later half. So contested point, but it is still in favor for the members of Bunker Funtime. Murky's gonna go down right there. They do still have the low death timer, gonna be 8 seconds. Medallion used, that's gonna be a phase shift forward from Brightwing. They're gonna be on the point. Dahaka looking for a flank into this. They pop their essence, they pop their Adaptation. What did they go for at level 20? Increase the adaptation healing by 200%, damage increase. Okay. Either way, Murky goes down once again. The Earth and Shield's going to be dropped by the Thrall. Frostbite looking to step in with the Angelic Armament as they slice through Anduin's health. There's going to be the Indestructible from Zednim, as that is not going to be a Chain Lightning to kill them. But hey, I want to point this out. Crash Lightning's done. We got the value. 39 stacks on the Kael'thas as well. So Kael'thas actually slower at stacking. Technically, no, got nothing. What is Kael'thas' actual mana bar at? 1,295. It's quite up there. What is the... It prioritizes heroes at this point, right? Yeah. And you know, with the Thunderstorm, that's actually... These two are very, very beneficial, but like, it's... I mean, we're 20 minutes into the game, and typically this map does not go this long, so having it done, yes, it is valuable, but we'll see what value it brings to the table. Is they're going to miss a lot of skill shots. They're going to try and get onto this Murky. I think the red team's coming in, but I don't think Bree can hold this off long enough for the rotation. So Li Ming will go to point, try and throw a combo onto Crazy Buttes, throws another one forward, doesn't connect, Shield Glare for the dismount. Octa grabs up and available. I think they might have been looking for that Li Ming, but they are going to look for the Murky, and they find that kill. Does Imperius step too far forward? Phase shift from the Brightwing. They do have that hyper shift from level 1, allowing them to have the increased healing, and this will be control point A the second time, going over to the side of our blue team as Murky lunges onto the points. Crazy Beast is going to use the Emerald Wind. That's a very low Murky, who does get the safety bubble at the last second. Li Ming and the Johanna go down. Murky goes down as well, and they grab themselves another Trigla Protector as the Angelic Armament does not connect. But realistically, Imbuement and friends, you run this straight through bottom and you take us to a game number 3.
Blue team has taken control of a Protector.
I feel unsatisfied, didn't get a killer Murky. Great game. Wow, yeah, I'm calling it early. Wow, Neo, wow.
Red team's score is
Bold call. Let's see if it's a good, okay. They're gonna be moving into core range in this bottom lane right now. Bree is gonna go down on the Murky. I'm happy with the Murky game. I'm happy we got it. Light Bomb's going to be coming out onto Fig. They lock onto one. The core is falling. The Trigla Protector's still very healthy. Matshu is going to be able to burrow into the ground and get the adaptation value as the core defends itself, but it's not going to defend well enough. Game number 2 over to the side of Heavy Slap. We head to a game 3. GG. Well played. Ooh, what a good game. Question is, where are we going to for map number 3? We can still go to Alterac, Towers of Doom, Cursed Hollow, or Tomb of the Spider Queen. I remember a long time ago when I was able to land all 3 magic missiles in a max range W on a Kael'thas at full health as Li Ming and did 2k damage in one go. Didn't kill him somehow. A sliver of HP. Oh, feels that. What's up, Ben? How you doing, bud?
Could give the best hugs.
Sphinx! Thanks for the follow. Bandit Biscuit? Oh, I have not forgotten. Do not worry. I forgot before, but I did not forget now. I also just looked over and saw that follow alert. Back to Bandit now. Long day of listening to John Knight talk to me about HOTS. That sounds fun? Maybe? Draft John Knight, you cowards. That's what Warwick said at the start of our meeting today. Here you go, little bud. Thank you, Ninja, for redeeming the 10K for the big cookie for Bandit. Thank you, thank you. Are you a Dexter fan? Did I hear the news? I'm not a Deckard. I enjoyed Dexter. I've never fully watched the series though. Because I'm one of those people that suck at finishing long TV shows sometimes. Most of the time. I'm really behind on a lot of things, but even at that time in my life I was as well. From my understanding, I think a lot of people are not happy about it because of the way that it previously ended, but I don't know. Like, I don't know enough about to talk about it, if that makes sense. Limited series coming out. Yeah. I know that part. I don't know. I don't know enough about the show and its past and its history for everyone. No, F John. Oh my god. Damn, man. Damn. I don't know. I watched a couple episodes. I enjoyed it, but then there was a couple filler episodes that just like lost my interest and something else gained my interest, so I was instantaneously just like, bye, because I have fish brain. I need to update scores so you don't yell at me. Yell at me, chat. R. Great at the start, yeah. I don't know, I think that's kind of what I heard from a lot of people. Let's see, at that time, I wonder, I probably swapped off of that and started watching Community or something. I have a feeling that I actually swapped off and started watching Community. It was either Community, Parks and Recs, or It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like, I think one of those shows caught my attention and pulled me away from Dexter. Also, I suck at watching like shows that are 45 minutes to an hour. I'm really struggle with those types of shows. I don't know. Like, I think it's just mostly with my own timing. Like, it's like, well, I could watch like 3 of these, or I could watch a movie I've been meaning to watch, and then I just end up watching a show I've already seen. And shows do tend to go. I don't know. It's like, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Like, there's some things that absolutely grip me, and some things I'm just like, whatever. Let's get into draft. Because that, by all means, does not. Let's get into this Towers of Doom game. On our first best of 3 series of the evening, we have Heavy Slap on the left, and we have Bunker Fun Time on the right. And if you're sitting at home wondering how we got to Towers of Doom, I got you covered, my friends. The home team this evening is going to be the members of Heavy Slaps. They're going to... They won the coin flip, opting for map pick priority for game number 1. They banned out Dragon Shard and Infernal Shrines. Hanamura Temple and Braxis Holdout were banned out by the members of Bunker Fun Time. Heavy Slaps opted for Battlefield of Eternity for that first map. They lost that. For game number 2, they chose to take us to Volskaya Foundry, giving first pick to the opposing side. They lost that one. Excuse me. They won... No, they... Dear Lord, my brain. They lost Battlefield, they won Volskaya Foundry, and it's going to be first pick priority coming out from the side of Bunker Fun Time, meaning the map pick is going to come out from the side of Heavy Slap. Sorry, my brain today flipped everything around, but we are here. We are on Towers of Doom. Let's get back into our draft and find out. Well, no Gazlowe. Still no Gazlowe. Still no Gazlowe. Dexter was just one of those fun shows to talk about at work the next day. Oh, okay. Communities started to decline after 2 seasons. I don't know if I would say 2 seasons. I would say, in my opinion, when Donald Glover left, 100%. The show started to change pacing and direction. But I think like up until like when the full cast is the full Jesus Christ Spectrum. I swear to God. All right, sorry, my internet dipped for like a hot second, but. Either way, that's my take on it. Everyone's different. Either way, Samuro and the Deckard on the left-hand side. We do have a Brightwing and a Gazelle on the left. This will be a Dahaka snap pick for the members of Heavy Slaps, as their Dahaka play in the last game was really strong. Malthael will be the grab for the solo. They can double soak really well on that with the On a Pale Horse from level 1. So they could just core 4 and siege into bottom lane, and that's going to be a Joanna to grab the main tank role to be able to just kind of anchor, shield glare, condemn, just all around be just a strong utility tank. He's just strong. Gazlowe works with Butcher way too well. I learned that the hard way. I don't think we're going to be seeing any Butcher here, unfortunately. None of these players even practice it. Like, I don't think. Like, I feel like if you pick up Butcher in some competitive games, I feel like it's a little BM-ish, like a little BM, a wee bit. I don't know. There was a time when like everyone was watching Dexter. Yeah, it's the same thing. Like everyone watched Game of Thrones. I've never seen an entire episode. I've never even seen an episode of Game of Thrones. It never gripped me. Never gripped me. Donald Glover left and they kept going. Yeah, I never finished season 5. Kind of lost interest by that point. Yeah, that makes sense. Donald Glover, like Chevy Chase left and then Donald Glover left, if I'm not mistaken. And then the show got like, I don't know. It wasn't bad, but just different direction. Not the same. Thrall to be banned out as they're going to respect that from the last game. This wasn't Uther Kael'thas on the left-hand side. Do we get a Cho'Gall? I swear to God, Spectrum, if you drop my internet tonight, I will throw you out the window. Didn't watch Game of Thrones? Yeah. Want to watch Utopia, but I haven't had the chance yet. I miss Butcher. I miss Butcher, too. I miss you know, fun drafts. Crone and Casanova got to know, like, how much I see the standard drafts after casting with me for the Casanova for just 2 days, but Crowan got to do like 24 maps with me, and he's just like, you really don't like standard. And I was like, because all I do is see standard. And I wouldn't say this is a lot of standard, but like we have Malthael strong for this map, Joanna, Sylvanas, like these are all very much like where's the nicheness? Where's the interest? Where's the intricacy? Like, where's our Divine Shield Cho'Gall? Like, that's what I want to know. We might actually have to drop streaming after this if Spectrum isn't holding internet, because right now it's starting to get a little wobbly. I'm starting to drop a little bit of internet, but it's not a ton. We'll keep an eye on that one right there. But this is going to be last 2 picks coming out. Cho'Gall, you cowards. No. Realistically, though, with the Dahaka, Kael'thas, they need some more damage, and they're going to need a main tank. And with the Uther, it makes a lot of sense. Oh, Jesus Christ. Poorly plays. Poorly plays, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Thank you for hitting Ninja. Bean, Mamas, and not Spectrum, apparently. UV, MXC, and Syndrush. Thank you. Poorly plays for gifting all the subs. Internet might be a little wobbly right now. It's getting some wobbles going, so I apologize. This might be our last game of the evening if it doesn't level out. Oh, Spectrum, why? You were doing so good. You're doing so good. I didn't have to call you for like a solid month. And now, all I ask is you just have stable internet. Sorry, I'm completely distracted from the draft. Falstead will round out the draft on the right-hand side for the members of Bunker Fun Time. Okay, global into global. So I expect the Falstead to be with the 4-man, though. Maybe they fly up to potentially kill Dahaka? Looking okay. Yeah, it's doing what Spectrum does, which is like it's solid green for like 10 to 30 seconds, and then it's just waves of red for like 5 to 10, and then it's just doing that. So sorry, it's the streamer issue. Like it's always going to distract me, and I hate that it does. I have to try and get better about not having it affect me, but it's just awful to see it drop and change. Hey, Kiss, how you doing?
Prepare yourself for battle.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and get on into it. We are here in game number 3 of our first best of 3 series of the evening. We are going to be having the members of Heavy Slaps on the left-hand side. Crazy Beats will be on that Uther. We'll be seeing Matshu on the Dahaka. Frostbite will be on the ETC. Lupus on that Phoenix, and Imbuement on the Kael'thas. On the right-hand side, we have the members of Bunker Fun Time. We are going to be seeing Fig on the Anduin. Yeah, Batista is going to be on the Falstead. Zednam will be on the Joanna. Bones will be on the Sylvanas, and we have Alumni Bree on the Malthael. And with the way that they're moving, I'm assuming that is on a pale horse, and this is going to be a Gathering Storm Falstead. Oh, nice, Softbird. I didn't know that. Thanks for the update. All right, not so much update, but just, I guess, info? I don't know, it's just cool. That is cool information. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, currently my bitrate is 11,000, and now it's 9,000, and now it's 10,000. I normally stream to all of you at 6. Sorry. they're gonna get an angry call after this that they're gonna not do anything about. This is going to just be a bit of a scuffle, I guess you could say, in the rotation. But realistically, I expect the Malthael just to be doing double soak. Ooh. Unless they can try and catch them? No. Allowing them to do this double soak, though, with the Malthael gives the opportunity for the members of the red team to jump onto this camp. But the other thing it allows them to do is have Zednum anchor in this bush like this. This is just good tanking right now because it allows them just to be able to see the enemy team if they were to try and step in on this side, but they're not going to. And since they are faster on their camp, I wonder if they actually try to invade. No, they're just as fast on the left-hand side. Zednum's going to be coming over here, but ETC, that's a really good gravity lapse coming out from the Kael'thas. Wonderful follow-up from the ETC, holding that power slide until after the gravity lapse connected just to get the chain CC onto those two players, almost solidifying a kill, but they were able to turn that back a bit, and this is going to be bottom lane sapper pressure coming through. We do have the Unfurling Shadows level 1 for the Sylvanas, as I completely blanked on the name for a second, and they're going to be trying to build up those stacks as Fig needs to back out of this lane. We are going to be having sappers joining in through the lane in favor of our blue team. Heavy Slaps looking to pressure that in through the lane as well. I think, can you all actually see the stream? Is it actually coming through to all of you? I don't know. Sappers are going to be rushing through. Joanna's going to step in, but they're not going to be able to pull anyone in with that condemn. Meanwhile, Malthael just going to continue to do double soaking. Not doing anything, good tanking. Someone took a page out of my book, it seems. I've talked to quite a few tank players, and like the big consensus is like, you're a tank. Sometimes you don't deal damage. You don't need to be doing damage. Like this camp right here, Joanna doesn't do a whole lot. Joanna slaps her 121 in auto. So yeah, great, but you could be set up in this bush providing vision to the friendly team, and if they try to invade, you are the first line of defense. You can pull that condemn. You can convey that information to the team. So it's just, it's and I don't think you were like trolling me or anything like that. I love that note, and it's actually a little thing that a lot of tank players, myself included, can learn from. Like, you don't have to always be there. You can actually be setting up in the bush and helping out the team that way. As Gladiator's Medallion will be used, Matchew's going to go ahead and get the tongue drag with the brush stalk in, power slide through from Frostbite, the face melt, excuse me. The body blocking was so good that Batista had to use the barrel roll to get out of there. They do have the 4 upgrade on that, so they're going to be able to have the increased range off that updraft from level 4, but whew, that was a risky spot for the false step. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, I thought they had the channel on this already, but not the case, as we will continue to see a back and forth in this bottom. Huge condemn from Joanna. There's going to be some healing out, but Lupus 64 gets the channel, and they're going to get a little extra damage with that plasma cutter. They did go into the plasma cutter at level 1, excuse me, advanced targeting at level 1, where they can scale their plasma cutter, and once they get those 30 stacks, they get the additional revolve, which is a huge pickup, especially in a poke-based map like this, and we're going to be trying to chase in onto people, as especially Lupus is doing, as they have 18 out of those 30 initial stacks necessary. Just be there, yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong, sometimes doing nothing is the best thing to do. Yeah, I agree with you, Kiss. I'm like, I don't think my words were correct on that, and that's on my end. It's just, like, just anchoring. Anchoring is such an important thing on tanks, and I just wish that more people knew, and I'm one of those people learning that as well. It's just, I don't know, it's cool. We are going to be seeing 10 out of the 20 stacks on the Mana Addict for the Kael'thas at level 1, as Zednum is going to continue just to step forward in bottom lane, looking to pull the Sappers forward with that condemn, as Frostbite does the same thing with the Face Melt Power Slide combo right there. Do we actually see the level 13 upgrade on Encore? It's been nerfed 3 times, kinda. Like, one of them was on the PTR. Like, it's now basically 6 seconds of cooldown, if I'm not mistaken. It's 5%, so 6 seconds. Yes, that sounds right. Rip quality, yeah. It's, I mean, I'm literally dropping, I'm just dropping network frames after network frames. I can't, unfortunately, do anything about it. I'm very sorry, everyone. Spectrum is having a day. Alrighty, Single altar face bottom lane. Dahaka can brush stock down here at any point. I do believe they should. Yeah, they do have it off of cooldown, so we could see that. I'm going to pull away the talents for now so we can see a little bit more of the engagement as Dahaka is going to brush stock into this. They're looking on the right-hand side. They're going to be over by Zednum. They're not going to be... Actually, they find the tongue drag, but the condemn will interrupt all of that. Power slide onto Malthael. Bree's going to be the target. You see the pings going onto them as they're trying to get into the backline, but no 10 talent here just yet. No Tormented Souls, no Last Rites. Bree is living through all of this and just shredding the health of the enemy team. A lot of them stacking up like this is really working out, but the nice Hammer of Justice will be able to lock them down. They get the kill into the Malthael, but they're going to trade out their own Dahaka for it as the channel comes out from Fig. 4 shots into the enemy core right now, as that'll be 32 to 32 in core health. 10 Talontiers coming around the corner, and that is a leap of faith. Unfortunately, they just spread the bomb, and that'll be pushing them closer into 10. They want to chase into this, but they're not able to find anything. Let's go ahead and look through the damage experience and healing that is happening in our game number 3 in our best of 3 series. We'll also be able to see those 10 talent tiers pop up across the top of the screen as that's going to be a chastised Gladiator's Medallion used. They tried to blink away. That was interrupted. It's going to be full cooldown. That's going to be a condemn, dear lord, a gravity lapse and a combo. I don't know why I want to say condemn coming out from the Kael'thas to be able to just slow down that aggression. Looking at our heroics, nothing really out of the ordinary. Pyroblast, maybe you could say. Adaptation, maybe another one. But after that last game, it seems like these are comfort picks, or at least the standards for these players. Ooh, Hammer of Justice into the Joanna face. That's going to be Lupus blinking over the wall to join into the friendly team. Condemn coming through. Wailing Arrow. Light Bomb's going to be there as well. Gust to push them off the point. Blessed Shield will sustain the fight, or at least the CC. That's going to be a power slide through onto the Joanna, who gets hit with the Purification Salvo. Not going to be finding a kill onto either side of this, as this will be the camp in favor for the side of Bunker Funtime. Very, very well played aggression-wise in their favor for this red team, as Malthael will grab top lane camp just in time for our next altar phase, which will be double on the top portion of the map. Boss is up and available too, so if we see a massive fight, we could see a rush for boss for the extra 4 shots. Ranked popped, and I have an Instalock Nova. All I can do is give you the energy of the Blizzard gods. So, may Dustin Browder be with you, my friend. That's going to be a Chastise connecting onto ETC. They're going to have the Haunting Wave through as well, which will mark them up so they can get the Festering Wounds value. And they can also get the Shadow Dagger, but that'll be Malthael going down to the burst. They're going to lock down this Joanna for now. That's great CC coming out from our blue team. Heavy slaps are able to slap quite a few times, and they should have the channel onto this. Are they looking for boss? They're looking for the 8 shots in total. 4 from the altar and 4 from this boss. Invade can't happen. They could look for a cheeky Gust, but I don't think it's worthwhile, and they're just going to back off, look for the soak, and continue to just keep the experience even between the two teams, because right now, the side of our red team, well, they're losing out a little bit when it comes to this experience. They're going to try and pull that up when it comes to these siege into bottom lane, but 4 kills really starting to push things up. Falstad going to be flying down here to try and siege into this fort a little bit faster. The enemy team coming down here as well. They need to be cautious of this power slide ETC. This is a mosh pit. They're going to drop that. It won't connect. Chastise goes out onto them. Falstad still hitting the fort as Matt Shoe's going to be over here. Haunting Wave through. They're going to try and mark this tower, but they don't have the black arrows. They don't have any mobility right now. That's going to be the Hammer of Justice power slide. Too much use. Blessed Shield goes off the fort. They do get it turned in their favor, but they lose their Sylvanas in the trade. I think Falstad just tried to fly. I'm not sure. No. They just literally flew to bottom lane for this engagement. I don't know why. Hey, Bahamut, finally got to see you live from Oceanic. So watch your highlights. Enjoy. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rush. I hope you're having a wonderful evening, my friend. Tongue drag will not connect right there. I actually don't know what missed it. Was the Iron Skin still going, or was it just the... Not duration. I keep wanting to say duration. It's the actual, like, the length of it. Did they just miss the tongue drag? Huh. Amazing zoning, Mosh, yeah. They got a Sylvanas kill in the end, I guess. Hey, Miss Wendipert, how you doing, friend? Good to see you. invade onto the camp on the right-hand side. There's going to be a stun onto one power slide from the ETC. They're looking at this Joanna. There's a Pyroblast used. There's going to also be the Gladiator's Medallion. They walk away with 100 health. The channel onto the altar will come out in favor for the blue team, and I think they should finish that out. 3 shots only raining into this blue side, as they do have that top lane fort down because Malthael has been sieging the entire time. Does grab another camp and will try to feed in the sappers through the top lane. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Sylvanas is trying to push back this wave. We have the Falstad back in here. Maybe they look for a cheeky gust play. I'm not sure. They throw the hammering out. This is going to be Matchu. Power slide. No ETC mosh pit for the next 10 seconds. Light bomb coming out. There's going to be a blessed shield as well. I don't think the light bomb connected onto anyone. Hammering coming out from Falstad, just trying to poke at these players with 40 stacks. Meanwhile, sappers go over the wall in top lane, so 3 shots of their own to come out, as this is still 4-4 when it comes to our structures being held by both sides, but this is triple altar phase coming up next, and they want to try and turn this around in favor for our red side. Just heavy slaps right now are doing a great job of holding the bottom lane on this map, and this is exactly what you want to do on Towers of Doom. Holding bottom lane is massive. I like what Malthael's trying to do. They're like, I don't think we can fight here. Keep soaking, keep pushing the lanes, and just try and get things converted so that way they leave bottom lane. Because, yeah, like, they can hold bottom lane, but if they get this mid lane bell tower converted, then they could look for, well, extra shots as well. Medallion pre-used right there, I think they were looking for a mosh pit, but they just couldn't find it as the power slide didn't connect, so I believe that's a 3-minute cooldown onto the ETC, unless that was the... Yeah, that is a full Gladiator's Medallion right there for the ETC. Malthael playing in this top lane, they do have last rights, but they have to be, well, I mean, it's Dahaka. They can just burrow into the ground. They can also use... they can utilize adaptation. Wait, no, they can't. Sorry, excuse me. They'd be fatal damage. Unless it's not fatal damage, then it's a whole bunch of healing. Trainwreck, thank you for gifting a sub to Rush. Thank you, my friend. Sorry the internet's so wonky today. Spectrum is having an issue. Last rights, there's the adaptation. They actually do get adaptation out from Dahaka, though. That's actually huge. Joanna's going to go down to the Phoenix in, I believe, bottom lane, but I think they're going to be able to get the double cap in the top right and left, so this is going to be an overall win for our red team, as they're going to get 8 shots, and the enemy team's only going to be getting in for themselves. This is going to be a tight game. Is it 17-17? Massive flank coming in. Is there a gust from Falstad? There is not for 31 seconds, and that's Malthael going down in mid. Falstad able to get away because of the updraft value from level 4. And Sylvanas, I'm going to need you to get it one more stack there, buddy. Butt Trainwreck. All right, Buttspot. You're doing your best, bud. You're really doing your best. Chastise goes out, Haunting Wave gets them away, and they're out of there. They actually get the bottom lane converted over, and they have the majority of shots. If they're able to get both of these during the next objective phase, this will be 10 shots total for the members of Bunker Fun Time, as there's going to be a Hammer of Justice onto one. Chastise goes out, Power Slide ETC. No mosh pit for the next 30-some seconds. That's going to be the Will of Forsaken utilized on the Sylvanas right there from level 16. Wailing Arrow. There's going to be a massive setup with the Light Bomb Blessed Shield. Batista's looking for the cheeky gust, I do believe, and they're not going to find it, as that's going to be Pyroblast into them. They eat the damage. It doesn't matter. 30-some seconds on 2 of these players. If the objective phase pops soon, this is going to be big for the members of Bunker Fun Time. Sylvanas just looking for the camp. Malthael doing the same thing in top. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, because I don't think we've looked at those in quite some time. So if any of you are looking for what the experience damage and healing is looking like, we can go ahead and showcase that for you now. 22,000 experience for it. Excuse me, no. That's going to be just 22,000 tanking for the Dahaka right there. Really, really eating a lot of that damage, but they have gone down twice, and also they are 1v1ing into that Malthael, who 21,000, I think literally all of Malthael's damage is literally just into the Dahaka when it comes to heroic damage. But they're going to push up through this mid lane. Double altar phases here, and they're looking for the barrage in favor for the members of Bunker Fun Time. They're looking for 12 shots plus this mid, but I don't think they're going to get it. Now, 12 shots plus mid will put them down to, what, 4 core health? Is caster math right? No. 5. Sorry. Oh, wow. Sorry. Chastise connects. They drop the mosh pit. That's going to go off, but it gets interrupted. There's ETC going down. Adaptation used by the Dahaka, as there's a lot of damage onto the Sylvanas. The Purification Salvo will connect onto them. Bones does go down to the salvo value as they drop a Chastise into Matchu. They pop their medallion as well. That's going to be Malthael looking to try and dive into the backline. Last rights, I don't know if it was used right there or not. I honestly thought I heard it, but it's on cooldown still, if I'm not mistaken, so not going to be the case. Matchu looking for a tongue drag. Gladiator's Medallion was used onto one, and they'll be able able to back off right there is they can just go for mid lane cap, or at least mid lane siege, and just get the barrage going in their favor. Batista going to be the target, but they do have flight, if I'm not mistaken. They could just fly up into mid lane. Yeah, they could just fly into mid lane, and they want this. They want the barrage. You can see the pings coming out from them. So meanwhile, in bottom lane, Lupus and Crazy Beats will go ahead and clear that out. In mid, this is Matthew scouting this out, and Zednum's like, I'm done. I need a couple shots out from this. They literally actually need one, and they could try and rush boss. Obviously, that'd be very risky. Matthew's going to be trying to fight underneath this, but Anduin's already like, I got a game plan, boys. I am out of here. Kael'thas will be going down in the bottom lane. Fig is already on this boss, as they do get the bottom lane recapped, as they only lose 2 health from this, but can they make the rotation into top lane quick enough? That's the big question. They're backing out of this. This is, I'm not sure about this right now. They need to full commit real hard to this. Malthael's okay. They're just trying to slow them down. Falsetta's Gust. They still get it. The shots do rain out, and that is going to be game number 3 over to the side of Bunker Fun Time. GG, well played. All right. Has Spectrum leveled out? Based on my stats, no. No, it's not leveling out at all. Shoot, I don't know. Do we do our next game? Do I have to... I think I have to stop streaming? I don't know, chat. Spectrum's so confusing. Trainwreck, thank you for gifting a sub. Rush, very much appreciated. I would have suicided on Falstad to get that mid, same. That's why I was looking for the, if the flight was up. That was a good game 3. That was seriously a good game 3. I had so much fun with that series. I don't know what to do, chat. I really don't know. I'm unsure. Oh, it's literally dropping frames again. All right, I think we're gonna have to end stream here, unfortunately. I'm unfortunately gonna have to tell the teams the second set that I can't cast them. It's just I can't. Like it's gonna drive me nuts too much. It's gonna affect my thoughts, or like it's literally gonna affect all of casting. Like it's gonna bother the hell out of me. So I don't think it's a good idea for me to continue, fortunately. So I think that will I think that'll just be it though. I just don't think interview with Zed. Okay, we can do an interview with Zed. Where's Zed? Oh, there's Zed. Congratulations on your 2-1 victory. How you feeling, my friend?
Oh my god, that was so amazing. That was a fun series to play.
That
they did amazing.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised by that series. Like, Battlefield of Eternity. That went over to you so very well, and they turned the tide on you all on Volskaya Foundry. I want to talk about this Murky pick though. Is this niche? Was it for memes? What's up?
A little bit of both. We saw the heavy bruisers and we were like, oh, Murky should do all right in that by just being able to rotate wherever the heck he wanted, but that didn't work out for us.
That, like, chat was just like, we love the Murky, but we feel bad about it. And I felt bad. Like, it feels like the Murky player just got shut down pretty hard. Like, even the early game, like, Thrall just had their number. Tahaka did too. Did it feel like the Murky player was struggling at all, or was it just, what?
Oh, he was struggling. They did a great job in their rotations onto him, or just outplaying him at certain points, and that was great on their part. And it was surprising. Because usually Bree does not get shut down with Murky like that at all.
Yeah, like I hate to focus on like the negative in a sense, but I'm just curious. Like, it was it just literally just getting shut down? They kind of had their number in that case, because usually you don't pick a Murky pick unless you're confident with it.
Yeah, he usually does amazing, but they did a great job. It wasn't just him; they just played their comp they had really well. Like, they were really practiced with it, so I was surprised by that.
Okay. Moving into game number 3, we went into Towers of Doom. It was a bit of a clincher towards the end. I mean, it was 17-17. It was like fairly it was fairly close between both sides for the majority of the game. It was like 24-24, 17-17. Like, everything was constantly like on the edge. Were comms like that too? Were you all kind of like very tense, or was it just like a little bit of like methodical, like, all right, we got to do this, now we got to do this, and, you know, planned?
On that map, we're pretty methodical. We like to do things at certain times, make sure we're doing good on certain things. We don't concern ourselves with losing towers or the points too much, because we know if we just overwhelm the map, we'll eventually gain that back later.
Okay. Interesting. No, it was a fun game to watch, and you all played that so well. Like, I think you played the macro game in that so very well. Like, it was just you ran them around the map, and even though they had a Dahaka to match the Falstead, it worked out. It was a blast to cast. Before I let you run out of here, are there any shouts that you'd like to give? The floor is all yours, my friend.
I'd like to shout out my team first. Like Fig, we had a little bit of problem with him, but we worked that out. He was able to play today, so I'm happy he was able to play. Shout out to him. Bones did great with the Sylvanas. Bree was doing amazing, even though he had that murky game. Batista, oh my god, such a great DPS. Myself, like always, and you for casting, I appreciate it so much. And then the other team, just for giving us that fun series. Oh man, that was awesome. Like, I don't remember the last time I had a fun NGS game like that.
I seriously, I had so much fun with it, and I agree with you. Like, I haven't like, it's not that there's bad games, it's just I rarely get games that are that intense and that kind of nail bitey. So thank you for providing us those games. Thank you for the interview. You have a wonderful evening, my friend, and I'll see you further down in season 10 of NGS.